term. Have you ever tried to imagine how big the solar system is? The numbers are so huge they're almost meaningless. Millions of kilometers, billions of kilometers. It's hard to wrap your head around. But what if we could shrink the whole thing down to a size we can actually understand? Let's try it. This is the best way to really feel the true scale of our cosmic neighborhood. First, let's talk about size. Imagine we have a magic shrink ray, and we zap the Earth until it's the size of a single marble, about 1 centimeter wide. Got that in your mind? A little blue marble. Now, on this scale, what would the other planets look like? Well, our neighbor Venus would also be a marble, almost the exact same size. Mars, the red planet, would be a bit smaller, more like a peppercorn. And tiny Mercury. It would be just a pinhead, like a little mustard seed. These are the inner rocky planets. But what about the Sun? If Earth is a marble, the Sun would be a gigantic watermelon, about 1.5 meters or 5 feet across. It would tower over all the other little objects. It's massive. And then we have the gas giants, Jupiter. The king of the planets wouldn't be a fruit or a seed, it would be a basketball. A full-size basketball next to our tiny marble Earth. Saturn would be just a little smaller, like a volleyball, and the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. They'd both be about the size of tennis balls. So, you have a giant watermelon, a basketball, a volleyball, 2 tennis balls, 2 marbles, a peppercorn, and a pinhead. That's our solar system's family portrait. Okay, so we have the sizes down. But the most mind-blowing part isn't the size, it's the distance. The sheer emptiness of space is what's truly staggering. Let's keep our sun as that giant 1.5-meter watermelon. Now, let's take that watermelon and place it on the goal line of a football field. Where would our marble-sized Earth be? You might think it's pretty close, right? Nope. To get to Mercury, our little pinhead, you'd have to walk 25 meters, almost to the other end of the penalty box. To find Venus, the other marble, you'd need to walk almost to the halfway line, about 47 meters away. Whereas our Earth marble, you'd have to walk past the halfway line, about 64 meters out from the watermelon sun. Imagine that. Standing on the goal line, you'd barely be able to see the tiny marble representing our entire world on the other side of the field. The peppercorn Mars is even further, all the way at the other end of the football field, about 98 meters away. Jets to cross the inner solar system. You've already walked the length of a football field. But we're just getting started. This is where it gets really crazy. Where's the basketball-sized Jupiter? To find it, you'd have to walk the length of 3 football fields end to end. That's 334 meters away from our watermelon sun. And Saturn, the volleyball, that's almost double the distance again. Jude, have to walk about 6 football fields away, over 600 meters. We're not even on the same field anymore. We're in a different part of the park. And the ice giants are even more remote. To get to the tennis ball, Uranus, you'd have to leave the sports complex entirely and take a 15-minute walk across town, about 1.2 kilometers away. And finally, to reach Neptune, the last tennis ball. You're looking at a 25-minute walk, nearly 2 kilometers away from that watermelon we started with. Think about that. From a watermelon on a goal line, you have to walk for 25 minutes just to reach the outermost planet. And all the planets in between are just tiny specks scattered across that enormous distance. It really shows you that our solar system is mostly just empty space. It's not a cozy collection of planets huddled around the sun. It's a vast, lonely expanse with a few tiny worlds wandering through the dark. Isn't that incredible? I hope this little thought experiment gave you a new perspective on our place in the universe. If you enjoyed this journey, please hit that like button and subscribe for more cosmic adventures. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.